Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds, where we are right now, today, going to restore the power. And in the off I thought a little bit about sending the power to the botanical lab, and I just thought, I mean, there are living a lot of innocent people in Edgewater too. That was what triggered me a little bit. So, wait a second.
Something you need? You mean about the mission being too clean? There was a kind of a thing, the vending machine, when I was 12. Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road. It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool. I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Okay, you're a mechanic. When I see a machine, it needs fixing. It's not ideal. Not what we live in, but what we strive for. That sounds good.
It just comes off cold to me, is all. Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm going to guess you're not a drinker yourself. Okay, that's good.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
Don't apologize, that's good. No, we are happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, then nothing more. I thought about input from her. Okay, redirect power. Continue. Redirect power to Edgewater. I wanna see something, and that is actually how... Okay, first of all... Okay, no, there we can select the region. I would like to know how... Let's see, we even have an option up here. How she's actually gonna react. Oh, we really need to exit? Okay, that's inconvenient. And the... Okay, the reputation with the deserters decrease. Okay, oh god, this is what we need to think about too. Alright, back to the map. And now, fast travel, please. Okay, so let's see what is gonna happen. I guess Adelaide is not gonna be happy.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
This is gonna be tough. I don't owe you an explanation I'm not gonna take. Reed needs his people back. This is very, very hard, I have to say.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Reed isn't going to just leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Oh goodness, you think that we'll convince Reed to step down? Let's discuss what happened to when you run out of corpses. Yes, that's good.
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Oh goodness, okay, that's a very, very sad story. Okay, we are not gonna start talking to them. We are gonna start talking to Reed. That sounds like a decent thing to do. Alrighty then, let's seek a conversation.
If you're falling sick, I don't
Why is it not marked? It is, right?
want you near me.
Did I understand correctly that the plague is coming from the canned food? Because that would be very, very uncool. So let's quickly drive up there, enjoy the elevator music, and talk to the dude which we theoretically could kill, I think, putting him out of office. But then we would need to engage the guards too.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Alright. I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here. I delivered your message, but I haven't convinced Adelaide to come back. I go with the first one.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
A change of leadership might be what this town needs. Your town's a mess, Reed. Yep. You let Adelaide's son die. Okay, let's go with the mess part.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adeline's people aren't getting sick with plague. Adeline made it clear she won't return unless you leave. Well, I tried. I think I'll need to think about this.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
That isn't true. This town doesn't eat anything but Satuna. Of course you're going to get sick. Have people ever eaten an actual vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
I'm pretty sure your food that's making you sick, you need Adeline's garden. What exactly are you putting in those cans? That's it, just Saltuna every single day. I know. You fill your cans with everything you can salvage. It's not healthy. Garden thing sounds reasonable.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Alright, Adeline found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down. What's going to take it to convince you? Okay, let's go with that.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some really complicated math, and it works. Math? She's been using human corpses in the fertilizer. She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer. Let's go with the lie.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
This can be easy for you. What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Okay, why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
He sounds like a true politician.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Okay, he understood. That is reasonable. I didn't expect that. So, what we are going to do, we are quickly going back to Adeline and actually tell her. So, I don't know whether that is gonna be important in the future or not, but we are able, can actually fast travel out of here. To persuade them or to lie to them is obviously a very, very important feature to have. Okay, sorry, I was distracted. Where is the lady? who was so angry with us, and now she has the leadership.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
I talked to Reed into leaving, come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
It was better off with you running the place. I made a mess of things. Guess I was just trying to set it right. I go with the first one.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Okay. Oh, the level up. Good. Ah, this is what we needed. So now everything comes up like it should be. But that for now is actually gonna lead us to the end of this little episode. So it was a good episode. I didn't expect to
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
Sorry, I was just listening. We completed the quest and in the end made the right decision quite by accident. So I like it. So good. Let's see what is gonna happen next. For now, you know it. Okay, I shouldn't steal. We are at the end. For now, you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully we see us in the next episode, and we will already be at this location here, that I can tell ya. Oh, I can fast travel, nice, so I should need to deactivate the quest. Brings us to the end of this episode, guys, and as usual, you know it, I really thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. I repeated myself, didn't I? Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty.